Okay. Okay. Testing volume. Testing volume. Testing. It's echoing because I have it capturing my desktop audio. Oh god, why is this layout so abysmal? We do that maybe? Aha. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let me chat visible, right? I tested all of this. I'm just testing it again because I'm paranoid. Wish there was a way to... Can I move that panel? I don't think I can move that panel. Well, technically I can. Phoenix, thank you for following. Good to have you. Going retro on the client today. This is 2018 Kano, reporting to you from the past when it was better. Still getting set up here just a little bit. Thanks, I appreciate that. Alright. Alrighty. The good news is the chat's a little more readable on other... I thought I had it set to fade. Let's go ahead and let's check this and see. Always show messages. Isn't there a way to get it to fade out after a few moments? Hang on. Apologies, D-Slayer. I'm messing with the chat. I'm working on using the old client again. Let's try that setting. Okay, so today, to start with, I apologize for the slow start. I worked on a Battle of Wits list I want to play. So I'm not going to say it's good, but I've incorporated some new tech. I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. I apologize, the layout may not be completely optimal. Well, we can work on Mill later. I don't have the Tasha's Infinite Laugh. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put Battle of Wits in this deck! So the win condition is, it's a control deck, Phoenix. But the win condition is actually this card. Right here. It's a 5-mana enchantment, and it says, beginning of your upkeep, if you have 200 or more cards left in your deck, you win the game. And every time I build a Battle of Wits deck, I keep forgetting to put Battle of Wits in the deck. Oh, how am I on volume? I tested it myself, and it seemed fine. Like, am I coming through at a good volume for you guys? Awesome. Great. Let's take this into some two-mans. Too bad we aren't red enough to play Fury as well. We probably are. I just don't really have them. If I was to... I actually probably should play Fury. Why didn't it... Noise. Why noise? Moto, please. Why? Oh, God. I don't know if that came through for you guys, but for me it was like 900 overlapping sound effects. Sissia, welcome! I was going to say, that's something that Moto does with any stream software I've used, and I don't know why. Alright, we're going to start by revealing Yorion. Wish our opponent good luck. And this is not a keepable hand. Sissia was blame Moto. I'm so sorry. This we will keep. And I'm going to put back Supreme Will. We'll lead on Misty Rainforest. Pass the turn. Moto says hi. No, don't F6. I need to fetch a Tri-land. An Aether Vial? How dare you? I hope he's Mill. We have actually, on this channel before, in the past, run against Mill while playing Battle of Wits, and it's hilarious. It's basically Leyline of win the game. It's very sad for your opponent. I'm going to play a Mystic Gate, and we'll pass the turn. We're probably just going to end up casting Faithful Mending here. Okay, if that happens one more time, I'm shutting Moto sound effects off forever, which will make me play worse because I rely on audio cues. But Archon is in the Reanimate package. We're playing a little bit of everything today. Do I counter a second Vial? I feel like I probably do. All right. We untap and draw Fire and Ice. Too many cards, missed it. Yep. Play a Mountain, pass the turn. So now we have Jeskai Charm or Faithful Mending, or Fire and Ice. I could tap Vial here so they can't Vial in a 2-drop. You know what? Oh, whoops. I need to tap blue for this. Hang on. New mana base, who dis? Ice the Vial. Are we playing the Jeskai Ultimatum? No, we should! Dig it, D-Slayer! Where are you when I'm building these decks? I mean, Phoenix, it used to be that, like, if you played Battle of Wits, you just shuffled together, like, the top 5 decks of the format. It is no longer that way, but it definitely used to be. Let's filter red into double blue, and a blue into a white blue, and play Teferi. It's not good. Well, the Jeskai Ultimatum might be, but Battle of Wits is not. Unsummon the Vial. Get wrecked, opponent. I feel like we're doing good right now. New Teferi? Yes, he's actually in. Alright, so they're going to animate Fairy Conclave to kill Teferi and probably put... He's not Burner Infect, so I... Hang on a second. I think I'm going to rearrange... Whoops. I'm going to rearrange this slightly. Let me put chat... oh, I have to unlock it. We put chat here, and then we put this here. Then I can take and turn this on. So, I have a couple of things to announce that have been recent changes in this channel. Opponent says, I guess it's easier to play your deck online than instead of paper. Alright. Play a Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. Is this like blue-green merfolk? It probably is, actually. It could just be like a mono-blue fairies or a blue-green fairies deck, too. But merfolk's probably more likely. So, yeah, a couple of stream announcements. I've got some new channel points redemptions, other than just deck list stuff. And I also have, I have it set up so that any donation of $1 or more coming through text-to-speech will, crap, I meant to fetch an island. New mana base, who this? Let's go with... I know how to do this. Blue, blue. White, white. Faithful Mending. We'll dump, I guess, Polluted Delta and Mana Leak. You're a good boy, Porter. Then we'll untap. We draw Engineered Explosives. Play an island. Play Engineered Explosives. Pass the turn. Opponent flashes in Brazen Borrower. I'm going to put it on top of their deck. Okay, that's it. You're never going to hit 15k. Evil genius for adding dog-related redemptions. I know, right? I'm going to have to shut off Moto sound effects. I don't know why it keeps doing this overlapping sound nonsense. But it, like, keeps spiking my eardrums, and I hate it. They cycle a Waterlogged Grove. They play a Mutavault. They animate Mutavault. And they hit us for 2. Yes, it is. This is the kind of stuff I used to wear on stream at all times. Hey, Battle of Wits. I mean, they have Brazen Borrower, so we're just going to make them disperse, but... Or Counterspell. Okay, so Silvergill Adept, revealing Merfolk Trickster. This is Merfolk. We get a Prismatic Vista. So we're going to play out Battle of Wits. Oh, tapping correctly. heal Silvergill Adept. They're trying to draw another Brazen Borrower. Oh no, opponent. Battle of Wits should at least draw us a card. This is BS. I know, right? And they replay Silvergill Adept. Did you get another Disperse? Battle of Wits trigger! We win the game! Oh my god, that never happens. Alright. Now it is time to restart the client in between games. Because if I don't, it'll lag. Watch them have Stifle. Yeah, they like repudiate it. Memes as wins? Not necessarily. Memes as decks we probably shouldn't win with. Alright. Submit deck. You can dream. That's true. Don't let your dreams be memes. It is a legitimate strategy, yes. Good is arguable, but legitimate, I don't think you can really doubt. Looking like a very tall and manly Santa's helper. I mean, honestly, I feel like a bowling alley, like a professional bowler right now is what I feel like I look like with this particular shirt. I had a different outfit I was going to wear, but unfortunately, I could not. I've gained a little bit of girth since I last put it on, and it was not comfortable. Plus, it was slightly too warm for down here. Because the basement, for some reason, is kind of running a little warm. Opponent Vials in a 2-drop. Plays another tap land. I would like a white source. I mean, I can work with Spreading Seas. Hopefully it draws me a land. That is not a land. Pass the turn. I gotta go with the Gear Hulk here. Miss the weather? Yes. No, for sure. The lack of humidity is super nice. Well, we can't win if we don't draw land. How do you guys feel about it? Oh my god. Alright, hang on. Oh my god, they made it an option. I can shut off the startup music. Oh, thank you, Wizards of the Coast. That's the greatest update you've ever pushed to Moto. Loud noises intensify. Yeah, I used to. I still do, too. I've turned off the volume. There should be no more Moto volume. I'm going to play worse because I rely on the audio cues, but it's worth it for getting rid of that abomination. Gotta discard Cryptic at this point. Well, I mean, it is technically a land, but we're dead to everything. Okay. One moment while I restart the client in between games, so we don't lag out. One thing I will say is there's a new emote. It is available to all followers. You do not have to be a sub to use it. And it's Porter's face. So I've also added BT TV emotes, so we can... You can use these. I'm going to keep this. Complain about variance, that's what you do. I mean, that's probably the only thing you can do. So, lead on an island, pass the turn. Mon Mobile, rip. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I started playing. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Lightning Bolt to the bottom. We draw Sacred Foundry. That's good. I do like Sacred Foundry here. Consider is not bad. So play a Mystic Gate, pass the turn. Yes, you can, Ulf. Yes, you can. There's a lot of other ones, too, that I have added, so some of the more common ones are available. Silvergill Adept. Let's go ahead and consider. Do I want to put an island in my grave? No. Okay. So they get to draw a card. We untap and draw a Lightning Helix. So, shock Sacred Foundry. Oust the Adept. That is a card, in fact. Opponent plays Aether Vial. We're going to go ahead and veto that. They have a relic. They've seen that we buy back the grave. Yes, Sacred Fire is in the deck. I am hyped about it. We draw a Scalding Tarn. We'll play a Scalding Tarn, and I'm going to leave up Lightning Helix. I want the board completely clear for Teferi here. Super good. Opponent replays Silvergill Adept. Makes us exile a card from our grave. Alright. Let's crack this and get a Raugrin Triome. Then Lightning Helix the Adept. Sideboarding against a 250 card deck. Yes, absolutely. We draw Iona, which we're actually kind of getting reasonably close to casting, along with Sarah's Emissary. So, draw a card. We get an Azorius Charm. Untap and untap. Iona on blue. Well, they could still Aether Vial. Just bring in Emrakul and hope. Oh, yeah. Not a bad plan. Wait, on our side or their side? The Merfolk deck playing Emrakul in the side. That would be pretty funny. Alright, I'm not gonna cantrip mode this. Actually, you know what? I am. Let's go ahead and draw a card. It does technically count as, like, removal, because you can put stuff on top of their deck, but... Untap. We draw a Stoneforge Mystic, which is excellent. Uptick to Fairy. We get a Prairie Stream. Play a Prairie Stream.
Okay, just finished the zombies match I was doing in another tab. Now what was all the noise for Kano? I know you want us to pay attention to your flawless gameplay, but some of else have other thing to do.
Oh, please tell me you guys can hear that. Because the voice makes it like... Oh, it makes it so much more worth it. What was all the noise about? The noise was about me... The noise was about me winning with the Battle of Wits trigger. That's what the noise was. Opponent cracks Relic. We untap and untap. Need the British lady voice so Silver will never miss his stream. Oh, gosh. Opponent plays another Silvergill Adept to draw a card. Plays a Fairy Conclave. I'm just waiting because, like, Mixim's going to yell at me whenever he loses a bet now. I'm just going to trade because I can cast Cauldron. Like, I think that's reasonable at this point. They play another Relic. We lose Stoneforge Mystic. Rip in peace. Kefka, welcome. How's it going? Glad to have you. I'm getting used to looking at a different part of the screen now. Let's go with white, 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 white. Cast Sarah's Emissary. What the heck am I wearing? This is retro Kano clothes. We'll say we have protection from creatures. Pass the turn. Surprised Joest's Battle of Wits senses aren't tingling? Somebody ping him. Somebody ping him. Untap here and here. You look like you have protection from zombies. Cause this is Kano. Kano night. I'm getting the dog excited. Anyway, I'm gonna get content ID'd. He's Joest in the Discord. He's in the Discord. Digging the new setup. It's good. I figured it was about time. Master of the Pearl Trident. Oh no! Island Walk. Whatever will I do? I can't block it. Enjoy your clue token. Eat the Silvergill Adept. They make me exile it. Oh my god. I loved Metroid Dread. I got it. It took me 9 hours to 100% normal mode. Oh, he's in the mod channel at least. Uptick onto Fairy. Let's go ahead and opt. We need to get to 9 mana. Haven't seen your timer yet, but you did do 100%. Nice. Hit our opponent for 7. Am I getting vapor snagged? No! You repealed my token! What a jerk! Ugh. Well, untap, untap. When my opponent goes to play a lord, we can... Oh, I have to ice. I was planning on icing because I wanted to draw a card, but... I should have left the opportunity to cast fire. I had to uptick that turn. Teferi ults on 8. I can Teferi ult next turn, but I did punt slightly. I mean, we're gonna win, but so they hit Teferi for 2. No worries. No worries. It's all part of the plan. Alright, opponent is going to be... It was only punt adjacent. That's fine. Oh, that's a great way to put it. We draw Prismatic Ending. Play Prismatic Vista, crack it. Get a white source. Cast Iona. Shield of Ameria. Name blue. Uptick to Fairy. Go to combat. Smack him for 7. Oh, we got him. Oh, we absolutely got him. It's not often you get to cast your gigantic reanimator targets. I'll take words I haven't heard outside of Commander for 500, Alex. Bullying with 4-color good stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of like Jund. I'll bring up the list for a second, so I'm going to have to restart the client again, but this is what I'm working with. Y'all got any more of them pixels? It's so small. I don't think I can actually do Jeskai Ultimatum. I think it's too expensive. Am I going to Vegas? I wish I was. Pocket Yuff, welcome. It is not my birthday. This is, we're going retro Kano. This is 2018 Kano speaking to you today. Oh, what is it? It's not Jeskai Ultimatum. What modern deck would I take to Vegas? Probably Tron. just because it's what I know best. This is not my birthday, Kefka. For some reason, I was thinking it was an instant. Oop. That's not what I wanted to do. But this is kind of the bulk of the deck here. Several cards got printed that made this deck better. First off, there's Prismari Command. I only have 2. How's my arch enemy Blitz doing in the metagame right now? Blitz doesn't really technically exist. There's a bunch of decks playing Dragon's Rage Channeler and Ragavan, which is very similar, but not... it's not really Blitz anymore. In case of Mill, play an Eldrazi, trust me. I could play an Eldrazi in this deck. Is it still decent? Yeah, the deck is still decent. It still does what... like fast aggro still does. Lorehold Command's too expensive. It is an instant, but and it does have a Lightning Helix mode, but it's not good enough. You're turning it into Murktide. That's probably the way to go with it. I only remember the Helix mode. Fair enough. But there was a few cards printed that made this deck better. Like I said, the first one's Prismari Command. I only have 2 instead of the full 4. The Faithless Looting mode and the Shock mode on this are the most important. The treasure mode helps, and the Destroy Target Artifact mode is also nice. On top of that, we have Faithful Mending, which is gaining life and cycling in our colors, and it's really where we want to be. Between Prismari Command, Faithful Mending, and Is It Charm, we can loot through our deck a lot quicker. So if we draw our Reanimator targets, we can just dump them in the grave really easy. Yeah, exactly. Faithless Looting Tribal. I thought about putting Cathartic Pyre in here, the Searing Spear a creature, or discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards, because it's also an instant speed thing that we can hold up with our all of our counter spells and stuff. But I didn't end up going that route. And we're also playing Sacred Fire, Boros Charm. Boros Charm doesn't impact the board, unfortunately. It is also an instant, yes. We're playing Sacred Fire as sort of Lightning Helix. We generally get to high enough mana we can flashback this card, so like it's nice because it answers other stuff early and just puts us a little bit ahead on life total, delays the game. Those are the main things that were added, besides Memory Deluge, which is fantastic. And of course, Fateful Absence. You just need to play every Helix variant for the meme. I considered War Leader's Helix. I really did. But that's the only other one that I was like, probably. This one being able to hit Planeswalkers is huge. I was in this slot in Battle of Wits before. Finale of Revelation's unfortunately a sorcery, and we'll never get high enough to cast it for X10 to give us the unlimited hand size and untap lands. Slot for Goblin Dark Dwellers. This is not a very creature-heavy deck. So the thing about... I'm going to restart the client, and then we're going to play another 2-man with it. But the thing about this version of the deck... Well, the thing about any version of Battle of Wits, right, is instead of picking the best 60, you have to pick the best 250. And you need the best 250 that, like, self-synergize. And so almost any version that you build or any card you suggest is wrong. And I'm going to tell you that it's not because you're not thinking the right way, because you are. Everybody here is suggesting cards that you absolutely could play in this deck, and they would be good. And I'm saying that the version that I built is going to be incorrect as well, because it's impossible. Like, if you think of every combination of cards, that's like, what, 60 times 59 or something like that? Possible combinations of cards. So, like, any 2 cards that could possibly be in your hand and how they're going to interact. And if you think of what happens when you're playing 260, well, then it's 260 times 259, and it becomes this massive, gigantic, expanding graph of all of these possible combinations that you have to optimize, right? So practically whatever cards you decide to run in a Battle of Wits deck is wrong. It's not me insulting you guys' suggestions or anything at all. I built it specifically for how I prefer to play it. Like, I would add a Time Warp to this deck. I think adding a Time Warp to this deck would be fantastic. Mission Briefing. Mission Briefing is another reasonable suggestion. It fits as an additional Snapcaster Mage. Consider is already in the deck. Math stuff, I let others do that. I know, right? Consider is in the deck along with Opt as our 2 best cantrips. Mission Briefing, I could play in, like, the Torrential Gearhulk slot. It might arguably be better. I could be playing Commit to Memory. I could be playing Insidious Will. I could be playing, like, Time Warp, Aldrin's Epiphany, Doomscar. There's a whole bunch of stuff that... You know what? I am missing a card that I actually really need. What is it? It's Behold the Multiverse. suggestions aren't real. Your suggestions are real. This is 2.5 EDH decks shuffled together, man. That's how many cards we're talking about. Yeah, Behold the Multiverse is definitely the way to go over Supreme Will, I think. Just for raw card advantage. Alright. Let's go ahead and take this into another 2-man, shall we? You know what? I am going to keep this. I would really, really like to get some red mana. We are against a Lurrus deck of some kind. How good is Memory Deluge? It's one of the premier card advantage spells in Modern. Actual control decks are running it. Heliod's Intervention, that's destroy X enchantments or gain twice X life. I think it's too narrow. So 2 Teferis, imagine having fun. I'm going to subtlety this Ragavan by exiling a Teferi. Artifacts or enchantments? Oh, so it's a scalable disenchant then. I am playing Thassa's Intervention, but I am not playing... I don't think the Heliod's Intervention is worth it. I think I would rather play Secure the Wastes or Blue Sun Zenith. And I don't think the Zenith would actually be that good. I think it's 2 mana intensive. So opponent plays Dragon's Rage Channeler. Escanta too slow? I've played Escanta in multiple different versions of this, and it's not bad. It is difficult to flip sometimes, and there's a kind of an abundance of Grave Hate. Oh, yeah, it has that mode and tacked onto it. There's a different white card from Ixalan that I think of when I think of that card. Okay, we got a Polluted Delta, so we're going to go fetch a Steam Vents. Untapped. The old 3-mana Sacred Fire. Draws the land, we were never worried. Never didn't always have it. Yep, that's the way to think about it. 3-mana Shock. It gained us life, sir. It's a little bit better than a Shock. It also has Flashback. I'm getting Ragavand. Oh, for people who weren't here when I announced it earlier, any donation of $1 or more in bits or to the donation link that is in the Twitch panels below will get your donation read out with text-to-speech. So you may feel free to annoy me with that as much as you like. Just, if people start to abuse it, I will shut it off, but I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Getting monkeyed. Yep. I think my opponent was trying to Jeskai charm me. Shooting me for 4 would be painful. Croxa? You can't Croxa me. That's illegal. Alright, get rid of Karn. They pick Ragavan back up. We draw a second Memory Deluge. What are the freaking odds? Put Yorion in her hand. Pass the turn. You did, Sissia. And it was a good one. It made me laugh. You could just bump it to 3. Is that the normal one? Okay. When you run out of cards in a 250 card deck. I know, right? Getting monkeyed again. Oh, no, they can cast an opt. All I hear is the Donkey Kong Country theme song when I get Ragavand. We untap. We draw another Sacred Fire. Pass the turn. Well, you know, at least it's a burn spell. I probably should be playing Censor as a cantrip / counter. Expressive Iteration. You're welcome, D-Slayer. Opponent plays a Mountain. Plays a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Then dashes Ragavan. Alright, time to delete the monkey with Extreme Prejudice. I would really like to draw a land, please. The life gain has mattered, and these are not Lightning Helix. We get a Snapcaster Mage. We have no... we only have one 1-mana spell, and it is the Opt. So I'm going to Sorcery Speed this Opt to try and find our 4th land. Censor is mostly better than Jwari Disruption? I think so. There's an argument to be made that I could be playing Jwari Disruption. Okay, we get a Steam Vents, and that's awesome. Play the Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Yeah, I think the potential for a redraw is better. Censor is... They're both very narrow counter spells, and we generally don't have a problem drawing lands. In fact, generally this deck ends up drawing too many lands, but that's a different story. It's one of those math things, right? So, like, when you are... when you're playing a regular 60-card Magic deck, and you draw your 8th land... It's very difficult. It starts getting more and more difficult by a significant percentage to draw the next land, right? So when you're playing 100 lands and the proportion is approximately the same, the incremental percentage to draw the next land goes down by a smaller amount. That's how it ends up working. So your chance to draw a land in Battle of Wits is actually higher than in normal control decks, which can be good, it can be bad, but they go to Lightning Bolt Snappy. Their Dragon's Rage Channeler becomes a 3/3. Okay, so Memory Deluge. We get a Mountain and a Karn. Play the Mountain. Pass the turn. There is Colonnade in this deck, yes. Hall of the Storm Giants is not. I could play Hall of the Storm Giants. One of the biggest problems with this deck is actually trying to not draw too many tap lands. So you need to be running a lot of not man lands. You can't just go like maximum greed on your mana base, because then you're playing 5 color under Sphere of Resistance, basically. So we're getting Croxid here, I believe. I'm bringing up the sideboard to start examining what I'm going to wish for. I wish I'd have been able to get Cage. We're going to put Yorion in the grave so we don't take any damage. Now, I could wish for Ensnaring Bridge, but odds are Ensnaring Bridge would not do the trick here. We get hit for 3. I'm winning, but only barely. and not for very long. I need to draw a way to deal with Kroxa. I can Karn, or I can flashback Sacred Fire. I can Grafdigger's Cage. I can Chalice on one. Chalice on one would not be bad. It would stop me. No, I would still die to a bolt. I could Karn and wish for something that I'm just going to discard. Do I have anything that would be good in the grave? I do not. I wish we had one more mana as well, yes. So Karn dies to Lightning Bolt. I mean, I think that means we're dead. But let's go get Wormcoil Engine. We'll scare our opponent with it. Pass the turn. I'm glad that you like the Porter emote, Kitty Maria. Is a lesson board modern playable? Actually, in some circumstances it is, but the only lesson that's actually worth playing is environmental sciences. I was playing a version that had Divide by Zero as the main wish spell and Igneous Inspiration, or whatever it's called. Both of those are actually somewhat reasonable. So we go down to 2. I would have to top deck, like, Sarah's Emissary here. Oh no! I'm getting Inquisitioned. Opponent draws a card. The Shame Reveal. I'm going to do this just because I literally never have. Let's look at the top 7 cards of our deck. Well, those look nice. Okay. I now must restart the client. Yes, I have need Force of Teferi's protection. I'm not even sure that would let us live. We'd just get, like, lightning bolted on our own upkeep or something. Alright. I'd like to play first. We will reveal our companion. I can work with this. We'll keep. It's not great, but it's not bad. So, play Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. Wonder if Dragon's Claw is good with all the red shenanigans going on. Probably not. Sunset Revelry. I think I'd rather play Timely Reinforcements. It's not bad. Does Sunset Revelry cantrip? Oh no, a Thoughtseize. Okay, so we're going to fetch up Raugrin Triumph. Cantrips if opponent has more cards in hand than you. I might actually play it then. I don't know that I would play it in this deck. Maybe I would. One of the big problems with Timely Reinforcements is the fact that it is 3 mana, so playing something for 2 and getting any reasonable value out of it's probably worth. In this deck, though, we generally have more cards in hand than our opponent. Generally, not always. Okay, we get a Dovin's Veto. So, play Prismatic Vista, pass the turn. Approach of the Second Sun is a reasonable win condition, yes. It would be just fine in this deck. We actually have a lot of cycling, like, you know, draw discard effects, so maybe it's not actually that bad of an idea. So we're going to fetch up a basic island here. In response to basically anything. Adeline in the new blue-white humans deck is gross. The card had no reason to be that good. Are you talking about the 3 mana 3/3 that's mono white? Because I think I ran into that. So fetch up a basic island. I'm not going to ice though. We're just going to wait. We draw a Karn, play a Plains, pass the turn. Now we have Thassa's Intervention as a counterspell if we want. Oh, it's an X4. For some reason I thought it was a 3/3. Yes, that is the one that I was thinking of though. I think? Yes, that is the one I was thinking of. So opponent plays a land, and they play a Death's Shadow. I cannot counter that. That explains why they were being so loose with their life total. Let's ice a Watery Grave. They drown our ice in the lock. Okay. We draw an Izzet Charm. Play Prairie Stream. And pass the turn. Opponent shocks a Steam Vents down to 8. How do you drown ice? The answer is very carefully. So they're going to try and Ragavan us, so we Izzet Charm them to kill Ragavan. They hit us for 5. We go to 13. They pass. We untap. We draw Sarah's Emissary. Pass the turn. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks us for 5. Takes us to 8. They play Expressive Iteration. Ice is hardcore. It floats in its own blood. I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. Then they play Mishra's Bauble. Okay. They play another Ragavan. That's fine. Then they pass. So on their end step, let's go ahead and Thassa's Intervention. Have you liked the new Innistrad Full Art lands? No. I think they're very pretty, but I do not want to play with them. I am biased. They all look too similar, so if I ever played them in a deck that had multiple basic lands of different types, I would almost certainly get confused and completely screw myself. Alright, so we play an Arid Mesa. Go red-white. Helix the Monkey. That's not a euphemism. Opponent cracks Bloodstained Mire. I would get like wall posters of those lands though. Definitely. So they're going to Unholy Heat the Monkey. I guess I have to Dovin's Veto that Unholy Heat because I need to gain the life. Otherwise I die. Pass the turn. I'm getting Thought Seized. They put Sarah's Emissary into the grave. Then they Thought Seize Karn. Now I can't crack my Arid Mesa. I think I need to draw Path or Prismatic Ending or Bolt. Bolt kills them. We get hit for 10. Go to 1. I could draw Helix as well. The last card is a swamp. They put Luris into their hand. We untap. Moment of Truth and Destiny here. Get an Izzet Charm. Okay, this no longer lets us get a Bolt, but we can cycle. Yeah, I gotta find something. Dump Force of Negation and Island. Play Stoneforge Mystic. Now it is our savior. I think I'm still dead because they can dash Ragavan. I guess I get a Batter Skull. Pass the turn. I should have played that island and not the Arid Mesa. But it plays Luris. Plays Bauble. Baubles themselves. Yeah, they just have to dash Ragavan from the grave, so if they see that line, then... Unfortunately, we are dead. Let's see what our next card was. Opt, which would have let us see Prismatic Ending, which would have let us stay alive, but that was after a shuffle, so... Fetch and Response, do not let them have the victory. I will remember that for next time. Alrighty. I must restart the client, and we'll do another 2-man. I heard Dark Dwellers could be used to chump block. I don't like Dark Dwellers in this deck. Most everything in this deck, except the Planeswalkers, can be done at instant speed. which is why we're playing like the... You know, I should probably drop the Gear Hulks and be playing Stiflebird and like the 3-mana fairies, Brazen Borrower and stuff. So we can make that edit. Obstructionist? Okay, all is forgiven. Yes, I love Obstructionist. I actually love it. Okay. So we need Brazen Borrower. We need Vendilion Click. Probably. Do I have it still? Should. Okay. I'll play one Vendilion Click. We're going to drop the Gear Hulk, as much as I love the Gear Hulk. Murktides would help. Murktides would help, I just don't have them. Then we need Nimble. The big ones are for the reanimation package, yes. So the main way that this deck has won in the past is Gifts on Burial, yeah. So you Gifts on Burial Rights, and you can get Sarah's Emissary, Elish Norn, Archon of Cruelty, Terastodon, or Iona. Take your pick for whatever is going to win the game the hardest. So we'll add Stiflebird, and we need to drop... We need to drop some stuff. Let me think. I don't actually think I need these engineered explosives in the main. I have one in the Wishboard. Oh, I have Commit to Memory in the deck. I didn't even notice. Okay, I think I'm only playing one more card than I would otherwise, so... Narset, 2 conditional. The 4-mana Narset? Yes. The 6-mana creature? No. Just too expensive. Oh gosh. I don't have access to the audio stuff. Sorry. I didn't have the audio mixer up, and I should. I usually mute before I sneeze. Also, Porter is scared of sneezes. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry. Daddy didn't mean to scare ya. He's hiding his head. Oh gosh. Let me make sure the audio mixer is available. Okay. It didn't save. Hang on. Save changes. Okay. Now in the event of a catastrophic sneeze event, I can mute. War Ashiok, but 2 conditional. 3-mana Narset. That's the one you were talking about. Yeah, I think she is. I think she's slightly 2 conditional. I would play War Ashiok for the Search Hate and the Grave Hate. It's just not good versus every deck or every opponent you come across. It's good against a lot of them, though. That's true. He can mill me, and we do have some flashback stuff and Snapcaster shenanigans and whatnot. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I need to be playing instant sorcery. I guess we can't really... No, we can. We have Faithful Mending. We can probably get Delirium pretty easily. I should probably be playing Unholy Heat, you think? Like, that seems good, right? play Bauble. I mean, it is a free cycle. I'm going to have to cut some stuff. Dragon's Rage Channeler is not really a control deck card, though. It'd be really good. And I do need some other artifacts in the deck if I want to... I also need to cut a pretty big number of cards if I'm doing this. So we can get instant sorcery and land into the grave really easily. But how can we get spell bombs? Like maybe Aether spell bomb then? We could play the eggs. Just to cycle, draw cards, and... Pyrite. I don't think Pyrite is. I wouldn't pay 2 mana for a shock. Sacred Fire excluded. Urza's Saga? I mean, we could play Urza's Saga. The tokens would be very small. I could put a Pithing Needle in the deck. Oh, the seals! The seals! Pocket Yuff, you're a genius. We can play Seal of Fire. If I have any? Question mark. And we could play the unsummon one. Let's see, cleansing, there's removal. Okay. So I need to cut like 20 cards. Now it's looking more like a Battle of Wits deck. Oh, good. Are there any other Delirium spells we should be playing then? We do have a lot of Faithless Looting effects, so like it's not unreasonable, right? 1 mana white enchantment that exiles an attacking creature. Yes, but it's bad. No, it is a modern legal. You know, that might be better than like Jeskai Charm or maybe even Oust. Although, no, because it hits the... I think it's worse than Condemn. I know we're trying to do it for Delirium shenanigans, but I think it's actually worse. Logic Knot is a non-vote? Yeah, Logic Knot. There's too many cards that are better than Logic Knot now. But good call on the Delve card there, though. I'll go down to 1 Unburial Rites. I think that's fine. We have Spreading Seas. So between that, Seal of Fire, and Seal of Removal, we're probably okay. Murktide is playable. I just don't have Murktides, and they're expensive. I need to cut like 10 cards. I guess it's Teferi who slows the sunset we can drop. We still have Teferi, Master of Time, Hero of Dominaria, and 3 mana Teferi. Maybe Commit to Memory is... if we're not playing Torrential Gearhulk, Commit to Memory is actually a little bit worse. It's still nice because it tucks stuff back into their deck. Descend Upon the Sinful? I don't think so. The only board wipes I'm playing in this version are Supreme Verdict. Literally just 4 Supreme Verdict. So Fire and Ice is actually 2 mana. Oh, you know what? I just added a whole bunch of creatures. I'm going to drop Seal of Removal and just play Seal of Fire. Because I should be able to get a creature into the grave with some consistency now. Is Fire Prophecy playable? Fire Prophecy and Cathartic Pyre and Abrade are all playable. The question is whether or not they are better than what we have. A Fire Prophecy could put like our reanimation targets back in the deck. There's a counter that memoricides a sorcery if you have Delirium. Yes, but I think it's too narrow. You're talking about Invasive Surgery, right? It only counters sorceries. Fair enough. I think I'm going to pick up the Seal of Fires then. Archmage's Charm is in the deck, yes. Basically, everything in the top blue-white control list is in this deck. So, win conditions, that sort of stuff. The only thing that wouldn't be is if it's something that's hyper expensive. I have Force of Negations, though. They're in the deck. Okay. Alrighty. Suspend? I think it's bad. I mean, if we were playing more creatures and we could, like, suspend Upheaval or something like that, we could play Upheaval, like, but we don't have mana rocks. All right. I'm going to restart the client. We'll take it into another 2-man. And yes, I have to restart the client just after editing the deck. I actually went to edit this deck more today while I was doing something else, and I crashed the client just by opening it. So you know Moto is quality programming. What a Chad deck. Shows up in the deck edit menu, crashes Moto, refuses to elaborate. Leaves. Oh my god. Jake, Just Guy, Wits, 2021. So many years of experience on that dev team, indeed. Speaking of Chad, where's Gideon? Not in the deck where he belongs. Still better to coming to your LGS with your deck and trying to shuffle it? Yeah. No, for sure. Fun fact, I have played a Battle of Wits deck in paper. It was in limited, too. 3-mana Narset's too narrow. 4-mana Narset's even more narrow. And 6-mana Narset creature is great, but too costly. So I actually have massive Meat Mittens, and I can actually riffle shuffle an EDH deck by itself. But generally what you would do is you'd shuffle up your entire limited pile and then shuffle in approximately 100 lands. It was great. Because it was a sealed deck, because you had 6 packs. So you just shuffled all of them together and then just put in like 130 lands. It was great. Yeah, I only riffle shuffle my own EDH decks though, because other people get upset when I do it. I mean, EDH decks tend to have like whole bunch of foils and altars and stuff in them, and so people get really, really jumpy if you start riffle shuffling EDH decks. Oh, Plummet, nice. Yeah, main deck Plummet. It was actually, if I recall, it was a pick your poison league, and I opened up 6 Cold Snap packs. And the rule was you could trade with other players, but you had to trade 1 card for 1 card to keep the size of the pools the same. And so I traded for Battle of Wits and a couple of like Ponders and Preordains that people had, and just made this huge stack of cards. And I was winning with like Darien, King of Keldor, and like cards like that. It was awesome. I actually went almost undefeated in that league. It was so fantastic. Any Battle of Wits wins? Yes, actually, the first 2-man we did, we won, and we won with Battle of Wits. It's pretty grand. Alrighty, start by revealing Yorion. Oh, this hand's a mulligan. Kano comes in all Rakdos and plays Jeskai, the hypocrisy. Mulligan. We'll keep this one. I'm gonna put back, I think, the second Azorius Charm here. Glad I kept the Spreading Seas. Play Arid Mesa, pass the turn. Now, if I fetch a mountain, I can have all 3 colors of mana and have an untapped Prairie Stream on turn 3. I'm actually going to do it. Basic Mountain, untap. We draw Azorius Charm, number 3. Spreading Seas the tower. No worries, D-Slayer. Draw card. Clifftop Retreat, also good. Good old Spreading Seas against Natural Tron. It is Natural Tron. Okay, we untap. I'd like a counterspell, please. Play Prairie Stream, pass the turn. Watch him just windmill slam the second tower here, and I'll look like an idiot. Blast Zone. So this Tron player's like, 3? What is 3? 3 should be 7. And I can say that because I'm a Tron player. Bolt their face. Half the time we win, it's probably going to be via counterburn. Okay, play Clifftop Retreat. We have Archmage's Charm, but we do not have 3 blue. Yeah, they will tick up Blast Zone to 2, probably. What we want to do is cast Memory Deluge and have Archmage's Charm available for what they're going to play after this. Oh no, the second tower. Ugin the Ineffable. Is this Eldrazi Tron? Does Battle of Wits follow the Magic as a zero-sum game philosophy? Probably. Good to see you, Judd. Approach of the second tower. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's cast Memory Deluge. I kind of want to take Jace and a land here. Or maybe land and land. I'll take the Glacial Fortress and the Jace. Untap. We draw Behold the Multiverse. Play Glacial Fortress, and I can either I have a couple of options here. I can foretell Behold the Multiverse and leave up Archmage's Charm, or like Azorius Charm Path. Or I can play Jace and hold up Path. I think I'm gonna I do not want to tap blue for that. I think I'm gonna foretell Behold the Multiverse. Pass the turn. Oh, Jod, I don't know if you're actually don't know if you're still here, but any donation of $1 or 100 bits, I've made it so that it gets read out loud. So like Sissy actually got me with a really good one today. They uptick Ugin again. That jerk. Take 2. Can I cast this on their turn? A later turn. It doesn't specify, so I can. It is, yeah. Blue mana? Blue mana? You can't just play blue mana in a Tron deck. Thassa's Intervention to the bottom, Sulfur Falls to the top. Blue Tron with 6 mana Ugin. It is different. Play Sulfur Falls. Pass. So now my opponent has actual counter spells. Oh, why blue? I mean, like, they're playing like it's Eldrazi Tron. Like, they've got all the Eldrazi Tron cards. They're just running blue mana. I don't know if there's a blue Eldrazi, like if this is still a creature-based build, but I imagine we would have seen it by now. So really what this is actually just blue Tron. They play it for, like, Condescend and Mystic Forge. Okay. Expedition map. They exile a power plant off the top. It's Dice Factory? They're playing Dice Factory? Karn, Great Creator. They have so much mana. Where's my Hercules Recall? It's got to be in this deck somewhere. Opponent plays Paradox Engine. Let's go for the counter, or try anyway. Supreme Verdict time? Supreme Verdict it's no power here. I'm trying to think of what I could even do to get out of this. Inventor's Sphere? I don't have any mass artifact destruction, unfortunately. I don't even have like a... Maybe I should be playing a planar cleansing in this deck. Or Hour of Promise, or whatever it's... Or not Promise, Hour of Revelation. Ballista on 1. Surge Node. Well, they're just playing stuff off the top of their deck with Mystic Forge and Ugin's reducing the cost of everything by 2. The Onduin version, the 8 one? 8 mana one? I mean, that probably wouldn't be bad. I have lost. I'm just going to concede. We'll go to game 2. I mean, you're kind of implying that lands can't be dead draws. Hour of Revelation is so weird, though. It's technically planar cleansing with upside. I could go back to the actual 2018 overlay. I still have it. I would have to change like the Moto client and shift it over and make it be tall, and it really reduces visibility though if I do that. Where's the White Blasphemous Act? Rakdos though. Does that hit non-land permanents? Or is it just creatures? Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit return to game. Alright, I would like to play first. It's just a Wrath? Okay. Okay, Karn Great Creator is good versus our opponent, as is the Fateful Absence. So I'm going to lead on Prairie Stream, pass the turn. Opponent leads on Urza's Tower, Cornucopia on 0. Surge Node. They probably have a way to deal with Karn, I imagine. But if they don't, I think it would be a scoop. Power Plant. They Surge Node onto Cornucopia. And they play Maze Mind. Okay. They pass, we untap. We draw Subtlety. Subtlety good. Recall, how's it going? We're doing good. Been playing Jeskai Battle Wits. Okay, opponent Surge Nodes. Plays Inventor's Fair. Oh! I'm letting this resolve because of Faithful Absence. Fateful Absence. Opponent reveals a card. Play Jeskai Snapcaster Beatdown? Yeah, kind of. They get a Liquid Metal Coating. Kill Karn. You know, giving them a clue and then playing Karn Great Creator is kind of rude. Worse Ambush Viper. What will you do now, Batman? Wish. Get Liquid Metal Coating. Pass the turn. Glad to have you back, Phoenix. Nope. Opponent plays a land, does nothing. We untap, draw an island. Play an island. Uptick, kill Cornucopia. Pass. Rip opponent. They're not 100% dead or anything yet. Warping Whale to make a Scion, sure. Oh no! Multiple 1/1s! My only weakness! Opponent's on the beatdown plan as well. Nice try, guy. Flash in subtlety. Subtly. Block. Opponent plays Mystic Forge. Well, they can't activate it, but they can still play stuff off the top of their deck. Like Everflowing Chalices. Untap. Draw Arid Mesa, play an island. Play Liquid Metal Coating. It's a really big Ambush Viper. There we go. That worked out wonderfully. Scion isn't actually an artifact, right? No, it's not. It's just a colorless creature token. Oh, I need to restart. You know what? Should have restarted the client. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Opponent starts Urza's Tower, Expedition Map. Cornucopia. Rip Moto, we tried. Play Bauble. Play Flooded Strand. I'm playing Force Negation. I'm going to activate this now. Ooh, I do not want to shuffle. Draw Karn. The Second Tower. Bauble doing work. It is. It is indeed. So we're going to sack Flooded Strand, get a Raugrin Triome. Untap. We draw a Needle Verge pathway. Play Prismatic Vista. We will be fetching for an island here. That was the best draw in the deck, yes. And we almost shuffled it away. Mono Tower Tron. Kano running sideboard cards main deck. Hello, YouTube. If he sacks Core Tapper to get 5 mana this turn, I will bounce Cornucopia. Mystic Forge. Well, I don't have a counterspell for that. If he casts anything, I'm bouncing Mystic Forge, I guess. Play an island. We are not running any of the slow lands. There's an argument to be made that we should. I'm not actually sure it's better than Pathway, because Pathway is always untapped. Our color requirements are not that bad. I think the always untapped portion is better than opponent exiles Core Tapper off the top of their deck. Lands an Everflowing Chalice. We untap and get an opt. So let's opt. Consider. We'll put Consider on top. Play Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. Charging up the Everflowing Chalice. Opponent replays Mystic Forge. Plays another Everflowing Chalice. Plays another Cornucopia. Does this let you play lands? Artifact and colorless spells only. Okay. I mean, we're a little bit concerned about having to try and protect Karn. They just exiled Power Plant. They probably think mana's a non-issue. So I guess if we land Creator against them, we're fine. So fetch another basic island. Consider. Clifftop Retreat. We can put that in the graveyard. We draw another island. Okay. Untap. Draw an island. Play an island. Play Karn. Opponent sadness and sorrow.mp3. Oh, I can just hear him. He's typing on his keyboard. Do you hear that? Blow up the Cornucopia. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. They play a power plant. Frowndown.jpg. They play their own Karn Great Creator. What a jerk. You can't just animate a Mystic Forge at me. That's illegal, sir. We untap. Draw an Archmage's Charm. Uptick Karn. Kill Chalice. Play Pillar Verge Pathway. Now I can either play Teferi and leave up the phase out, or I can commit. Or I can Azorius Charm plus Archmage's Charm. So I think I'm going to leave up the commit, and we'll do that. Because if I can tuck Mystic Forge back into their deck, they're going to be sad. He might attack you with map. Wait, what have I said? Yeah, we could counter like an action spell. Oh no! Actual Tron. Alright. I gotta let him have this for a minute. He's animating Mystic Forge. So we'll tuck it into the deck. Oh, I should have Azorius Charmed it. I got ahead of myself again. I can still counter it. Like, we're fine. Opponent draws a card off the top of their deck. We draw Iona, which strangely is not good against this opponent. Moldy Guy, welcome. If they attack with map, we can gain control of it. While technically true, I don't think I would. Blow up Cornucopia. Pass the turn. Opponent animates Maze Mind Tome. Goes to combat. Attacks and attacks. Put Maze Mind Tome on top of their deck. Mono Tuck Control. It really can be. Counter Mystic Forge. Opponent plays a Blast Zone. And we do just need a card to win with. Solitude might be it. Uptick. Kill the Chalice. Oh, you know what? He can put Blast Zone on 4 and blow up his own Karn. Do I play Teferi or do I just... I think I leave up Solitude, because if he ticks up Blast Zone to get rid of this Karn, he would kill Teferi too. Yeah, but he's Blast Zoning his own Karn if he does. I'm not sure he can win without doing that, but still. So he probably, like, wishes for a Mystic Forge. Oh, he's animating map. Goes to combat. Flash in Solitude. Exile the Expedition map. Block. Six Sigma! We're gonna party like it's 2018! Opponent plays a Maze Mind Tome. We're gonna activate Seagate Wreckage. And now they have Blast Zone activation. If they don't do it, I can wish. So I could go get, like, Sundering Titan or something. Well, no, that would actually hurt me way more than it hurts them. We get Prismatic Vista. What is in my sideboard? I could just play Grafdigger's Cage and then they can't cast spells from their deck. I could Pithing Needle, Karn, Great Creator. Play Prismatic Vista. I think I uptick. Stream's been going pretty funny, to be honest. Nice. Glad to hear it, Sigma. Oblivion Stone is not in sideboard. I probably should have one in sideboard. Might be better than Sundering Titan. Yeah, we can do that later. We haven't done that yet. Okay, pass. Opponent can't just animate Maze Mind Tome and attack Karn, taking him to 1 again. I'll probably play marbles after I'm after I'm done with the... Yeah, actually, hey Sigma, look, it's 2018 all over again. Don't forget about the borrower. Yeah. No, I'm going to do that this turn. His opponent wishes. I actually like this layout a little bit better than the previous one I had. I forgot that we could make chat like the messages disappear, so it's not just like taking up real estate 100% of the time. Opponent gets Ensnaring Bridge. Plays Ensnaring Bridge. All I'm missing from that layout is a shitty beard, shitty haircut, and shitty gameplay. Oh, wait. Walking Ballista on 4. Flash in Borrower. Crack Vista. Get a white mana. Untap. Draw Glacial Fortress. So I need to wish with Karn. Dude, no worries, Sigma. This has been a great stream, and I'm very happy that I've kind of figured how I need to do this again. Wish with Karn. And I think it's got to be Pithing Needle. Play Pithing Needle. Opponent activates Blast Zone. We'll name Walking Ballista, I think. Because that means we can play Teferi, Master of Time. This is not a league. We've just been playing 2-mans. Draw a card. Loot away Iona. Pass the turn. I might be comfortable looting away this Sacred Fire. I probably should have named Seagate Wreckage or Maze Mine Tome with the Pithing Needle, but the pings from the Walking Ballista are going to hurt a lot more, I think. Yes, Faithful Mending, Sacred Fire, and the 2-mana Destroy a Creature or Planeswalker its controller investigates in white have made this deck much better than it was. Also, the 4-mana spell that lets you pick up 2 cards out of the top 4, and you can flashback it for 7 to pick up 2 cards out of the top 7. That card's a huge control powerhouse. We've been doing, like, reasonably well. It's not like... I think we had one game where we got mana screwed. You're alright, buddy. It's just a dream. Alright. He likes hiding his head behind under the green screen. I don't know why. They get Sorceress Spyglass. So let's loot. ditch the Glacial Fortress. And we'll shoot Karn. If people start like mashing on that every 5 seconds, I'll increase the price, but and maybe do a redemption limit, but none of us are ever gonna have points. I did 500 Porter pets. It's just 2 hours of me petting Porter. We untap. We draw a Mystic Gate. So actually, I could memory and make us each draw 7, but I think my opponent's in a better place to take advantage of that. Kill Karn. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mystic Forge. Exile Urza's Mine off the top of their deck. Play a Cornucopia. Although, if I cast Memory, I can attack for 5 or 6 in the air, actually. For 6 total, I can attack for 6. That is a different Phoenix. That is not RGNK Phoenix. This is up there with the video games you can pet dogs. I don't know what just happened. They're playing a second Mystic Forge. Oh, they picked up Mystic Forge with Buried Ruin is what it was. Okay. We untap. We draw Sacred Fire. So I think what we do is play Mystic Gate. Put Yorion in our hand. Play Yorion. We'll blink Solitude. I could blink Pithing Needle, but it would give my opponent the opportunity to ping down our guys. So we get back Exile Ballista. Talk about raids. Who do you want to be raiding? So opponent I think is going to go for Paradox Engine here. Yeah, okay. We might be dead. Considering there's nothing we can do on their turn, we're just going to have 6. Shadow Legends. But plays Maze Mind Tome. Demonic Tutors is a good dude. All right. Good night, Sissia. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the 100 bits. It was funny hearing your message get read, and I appreciate you testing out that feature. A Yogg Champ. Opponent's over there playing solitaire. I'm not opposed to it. We can definitely do that. Do I like any MTG content creators from YouTube? I follow a couple of the smaller ones, but I generally don't sit down and consume content. I don't like a lot of Magic the Gathering content. I just much prefer to play. I will say though that what is his name? Hang on. I don't know if I'm subbed or not. Let me check YouTube really quick because I can give you a good one if I have it here. There was a guy that was playing. Well, there's Magic Matt, and that's M. Hayashi, who was one of the trophy leaders. He was very good for mono red stuff. But there was a different guy that played a lot more jank stuff, and I don't have the name at the moment. Thanks, D Slayer. There's I don't watch his stuff, but there's Antog Justice. And he advertises for me in his own Discord. He's got me set to show up whenever I go live. I wouldn't be opposed to rating him. He's cool. I think I'm not gonna get Walking Ballista, am I? They'd have to get rid of Pithing Needle? Let me double check the spelling on this. Should be like that. That was the user. He's another small creator. If you look above me on stream, he's hiding his head under the green screen. My opponent just has 60 mana right now. I'm gonna see the face. He's sleeping. You could use the emote and see his face. I don't know if my opponent is going to be able to win on time. What is he wishing for? Ratchet Bomb? Oh, he can Surge Note onto Ratchet Bomb and destroy Pithing Needle, then play a lethal Walking Ballista. Yeah, I've just been sitting here F6 because I didn't know how he was going to win. I don't really care about my opponent's stuff. I'm just gonna... Do I have Discord up? I do, but it's minimized usually. You can't... I could subtlety the ballista, but he would just immediately replay it. Go to combat. Kill Karn. Take Ugin to 1. Just casually float 13 mana. Okay, yes, this is fine. So, Lightning Helix Karn. Charging up Ratchet Bomb. This is fine, meme. Yes. Problem is, we don't have a way to deal with the Ratchet Bomb. Opponent destroys all 1 mana cost permanents, which means they can now Walking Ballista again. Yeah, Paradox Engine's been legal in Modern since it was printed. Well, like, they can still technically win, right? They just have to play their whole deck, unless they're holding Ballista, which I guess is possible. I play another Karn. I mean, I'm at 29, so they have to get to 60 mana, which they can do by casting 5 spells. They Ugin a card. Well, he's already wished for a Ballista, hasn't he? No, he's still got one. Okay. Plays a Walking Ballista X13. That's not lethal. At least not yet. They play a Core Tapper. Oh, I think I needed to Fateful Absence right there. Yep, I missed the window. I don't think I was going to win, even with Fateful Absence, but I needed to do it right at that moment, and I didn't. Go snipe Kano's Q. Okay, so we got a lot of good Battle of Wits in. The deck evolved slightly across our time with it here, but we've been playing it for 2 hours. Content. So, if I have another deck, I mean, we can switch over to just marbles now if you want. I do have to drive 16 hours tomorrow, and will need the use of my brain. 5 damage tribal. Dragonstorm. I don't have a current Dragonstorm list. No brain required. Should go to bed then. I'm basically going to get up, exercise the dog, and then go. Well, thanks for stopping in, Phoenix. It was good to have you. All right. I am going to switch over to marbles on stream. We'll do a little bit of that. And then we'll probably call it for today. I've been saying Phoenix, but it could be Phonics. I don't know, actually. Okay. So we can race. So now I believe oh gosh, that's not what I want. I don't want to play with all these people, I don't think. Do I? Go back, right? Is this? What the frick? It's not what I wanted. Let's go back to main menu here. Is there a way to create your own? There should. Hang on. Why can't I do viewer race? It's doing simulation. Customize. Well, customize is just changing what I look like or what everyone looks like. Maybe if I click a featured track? I actually tested this the other day and was like, oh, I know exactly how to do this now. Why can't I enter races? No worries. Thanks for showing up, Pocket Yuff. What on earth? It's not doing the thing. What am I not getting right here? Arcade. Why can I not do a viewer race? Why is it all simulation? Oh. Oh, I need to log in. Okay, hang on. My bad, everybody. There we go. Okay. Let's do random. Okay, yes, Sigma. Thank you for using the punt. Okay. So if you guys want to join, you just type !play. And you'll be added as a marble, and we can all race. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown because I think that's most everybody who's been active. So I should be able to... Yeah, we're going to follow whoever's in first, I think. It's currently Six Sigma going down the main track here. Looks like we've had a healthy split. You might be neck and neck now. Placings are going to change as we go around the curves here. It's kind of fun. Sigma's still in first. Still in first coming out of the bends there. Oh, he just took out some trailer. Following him is For Thesis Research. And by a healthy lead he's got going on. And currently in last place we have John Jenkins. Just in a solid 5th out of 5. Sigma's got them turbo hacks. He's got that mod speed active. Something, I don't know. Doesn't look like we're going to have too much of an upset here. He does appear to be slowing down some, but the gap is only fairly wide. Running with my arms back. He's got the Naruto run. Oh. No, he's probably going to have it here. Unless somebody else impacts. Oh, he's been upset. Currently, I am in the lead. Robbed. Absolutely robbed. No mod speed. 2 of 3 mods. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Jod and D-Slayer are both mods. Oh, and it's coming into the final bit here. With Jod in second. Sigma in third. D-Slayer in fourth. And For Thesis Research apparently has been rolling around this bumper area for a while. All right. I'm just waiting for the final finish here. Good try, everybody. That was fun. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's do another random track, I think. All right. So if you want to play, do exclamation point play to join this race. Alrighty. We'll be starting the countdown. Should do some of the community-made ones? Sure. I have no preference. I don't know anything about this, really. So starting off in the lead is Jod Jenkins. Got an unlucky jump off of one of them bumpers. Shortly behind him is Six Sigma. I don't know why it's not counting... Oh, it's D-Slayer. Oh, it's having trouble figuring out who's going first. You guys are stuck at the top of the blower. Can't steal what was never yours. Currently in the lead, coming out of the Palinko section, is D-Slayer, followed by Six Sigma, followed by For Thesis Research. It's called Marbles on Stream. It's just like a viewer interaction type game. You can get it on Steam. It's free. Sigma coming out of the split there. Into the second spinner blower. Oh man. Like I'm in like dead last right now. Judd going over the bumps in first, followed by Sigma, short, close behind. So is Kano's magic career. Placings will be rapidly changing as we go around these curves down the slope. It looks like there's some interesting obstacles coming up. Oh, we've got Jod still in the lead. Still followed by Sigma. For thesis research, oh, coming down the alternative split, actually keeping pace. Oh, it's actually, I think Jod's in first. Oh, yes, he is. The placings are a little bit messed up because of the order here, though. Great Bone Daddy! Resubscribed. 32 months. Marbles the Gathering. We played Battle of Wits for 2 hours, and we're finishing off with some marbles on stream. Apparently, I've been sitting in the finish for a while. I don't know how I got here. What the... Oh, D-Slayer must have fallen off the edge. Sigma coming in for a flying finish, followed by Jod. Robbed again. I don't know how that happened. I looked away because Bo Daddy subscribed. Apparently, we've got a couple of non-completes. Streamer hacks activated. As if I'm competent enough to do such a thing. Let's go back to the race menu then. Absolute porter crap. You didn't use the emote. That was an opportune time for the emote. Seriously, though, good to have you, Bone Daddy. How do you get to the... community maps. We'll do a random community map. You're a good boy, Porter. You're a good boy. I don't... Oh, you know what? I don't have the Porter cam here. Hang on. You're a good boy, Porter. You're a good boy. So you earn channel points by watching. Oh, please hit exclamation point play if you want to join. But just by watching the channel, you get channel points on a set timer. Whatever Twitch has, and then you use them for betting on predictions and redeeming for things on stream. Alrighty, go ahead and click start. They are not the same thing as bits. Bits are actual monetary donations. All right. Dropping down the Plinko. We have me in first again somehow, with close behind, followed by Jod Jenkins. 4 is the research, coming up in third, behind me down the other split. D-Slayer, I think, is in fourth. And Sigma's in fourth, and D-Slayer, I think, is in fifth. How is Kano so fast? He's never won anything in his life but these meaningless marble races. Whoa! Apparently there's boosts in this track. So 4 is the research is, or 4 thesis research is right behind me. Jod Jenkins, and I think that is D-Slayer. No, Sigma in a dead heat here. As they come to the bumpers. Oh, I think D-Slayer is now in the lead, having passed by me, making it through whatever this windmill of death is. But stuck trying to go down the loop here. Up, Six Sigma taking the lead. For thesis research, you're all sitting there trying to figure out who's going to make it down the ramp first. And I'm in first again. How did I make it down there? I don't... What happened? You guys are all sitting there and I guess I just bumped through? What is this? Apparently, I'll sit the next one out because apparently I'm cheating somehow. D-Slayer in a close second. For thesis research in a third? Unbelievable. Well, there's one obstacle left. There's still a chance here, and there's no chance. For thesis research, what was that? There was something in front of him? Only my marble has this stupid close obstacle. Oh my gosh. For thesis research, taken second. D-Slayer going around the spinner of death along with, looks like Six Sigma. It is Six Sigma. And, Jod Jenkins in third. This game's crap, but Kano's commentary is killing me. Well, I don't know. I was just like shoutcasting a bunch of marbles rolling down a slope, basically. How's it rolling uphill? It has a huge amount of angular momentum. Like, look at how fast that design is spinning. We get a close-up shot on that? We're going to be here all night. Oh, there goes D-Slayer in the background. How is this possible? Oh, D-Slayer first to fall into the intersection. And is now back out of it again. We're just circling the drain on this one, folks. It's anybody's fourth place. And it's D-Slayer, with Sigma coming in last. Do you guys want me to sit the next one out? I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's like playing favorites with me or something. Or maybe it's just because I'm joining first. Oh my gosh. Let's do another random track. Alrighty, you know the rules. Type play if you wanna join. Good. I'll let other people join first, and then I'll join in the middle of the group, and maybe, I'll join last. There we go. Sure. Yes, you can redeem points for perks. You can make me pet the dog. You can make me tell him a good boy. You know, you can highlight your message. There's a couple of other things. If you win this, it's because of order. Starting off in first is Six Sigma, followed by D-Slayer a long way back. Wow. It might have to do with order. Frosty, no. It could have to do a little bit with drop angle, because you've got an early lead, but these guys are closing the gap. So, like, depending on how it takes you around curves and such. Although you are very, very far ahead. So Sigma in a commanding lead with Jod Jenkins in second. You can see Sigma all the way down there. Followed by D-Slayer in third, taking the same route that Sigma did. Followed by me in fourth behind Jod, and for thesis research way back here somehow. Well, hi, buddy. Now there's a big toss-up here. Sigma still temporarily in first, been overtaken by D-Slayer, who is now hitting the pegs. And a very, very slow peg being overtaken by Jod. Just dizzy from the last track, are we? And now we're in the giant Wheel of Death, so it's anybody's game. D-Slayer, first to make it through the Wheel of Death. Currently... oh my god. Jod Jenkins overtaking D-Slayer down into the Snowflake. Made it successfully through the Snowflake. Taking the right path, and then the right path again. Let's see here. Let's go check on me way back here. Sigma in fifth. Sigma did not make it. Sigma fell off somewhere. Jod Jenkins spinning around the bowl here. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Sigma. I could shoutcast balls all day. Don't take that out of context. So Jod in first, followed by a follow-up by D-Slayer. Oh my gosh. Get out of here with your filthy chat. This is a Christian marble server. Well, For Thesis Research has an opportunity to overtake here. He's got a better angle of approach. Oh, we're both still circling the drain here. Oh. What do you win? Another race! Alrighty. So the current overall meta race, I am winning overall, followed by Jod. Did not finish. Six Sigma is in third. Unbelievable. Highlighted. The amount of euphemisms is killing you. Well, good. Good. There should be many clippable moments. We need Tarek here. Alright, I think I'm good for one or two more. If you guys are. Oh, this is you know the drill, everybody. Exclamation point play in the chat if you want to join. Waiting on you, Sigma. That's right. It's all skill. That's how I beat you guys twice. And then Jod saw my strategy and he copied it, and that's why he was successful. Alrighty. It's saying I'm in first. Oh, okay. I see why. Sigma first around the bend. Followed up closely by D-Slayer. Can't beat my Sharingan. I copied your angular momentum. Everybody circling the drain at the moment. Who is, I believe that's D-Slayer? No, it's Jod. Jod is the first one down the pipe. Rounding the bend, which way of the fork will he go? Takes the left fork. Literally everyone else taking the right fork, now having to jockey for position. Lots of bouncing balls on the right fork. The forks have rejoined. Jod's still in the lead, but with a low amount of angular velocity here. I feel like screaming Happy Gilmore quotes at your marble. Oh my gosh. All right, Jod Jenkins still in the lead, followed up by Four Thesis Research. Four Thesis Research currently jockeying for position with Kano. Long distance in the lead here. Now entering the peg strainer. Oh no, and Jod has been launched off the track. Too much velocity. Jod will get a do not finish for that. Absolutely. I would be happy to. All right, D-Slayer now in the lead. It looks like... Oh gosh, we're all neck and neck. I'm devastated. I should call you up on Discord and have you do like post-game commentary. Now, what were you thinking when you were going through the peg strainer at high velocity? Jod, like... Well, you know, Kano, I was just going for it. We were going down. Like, it's just one of the NASCAR, like they're talking, but they're, like, saying nothing of substance. And they're just like, well, you know, we got to go fast. It was a long straightaway. We dropped into the bowl and happened to hit it at the wrong angle and flew off the track. And that's why we didn't complete the lap. Like, and I'm sitting in first for some reason again. Talladega Nights references. Oh, man. Yeah, apparently I won. I got distracted because I was making jokes again. This is good. This is good. The shiny shirt's too powerful. Well, you know, it just happens to blind my fellow marbles. Oh my gosh. All right, one more and we're good. This is the last one. Oh boy, we've got Hellplinko here. Yes, Dick Record, this is the marble game. We're finishing off on this. Exclamation point play in the chat if you want to join. All right. I had no idea what was going on. Do you want to play, Dick Record? Exclamation point play if you want to join. You'll be another marble in the madness here. Woo! All right, final race. New challenger, Dick Record, joining the Marble Madness. That brings the number of contestants up from a prime 5 to an even 6. Jod Jenkins currently falling down last. He was the favorite to win the last league. Dick Record, the newcomer, first out of the gate. Oh no, it's a 3-ball pileup. Oh no. Jod Jenkins down to the second strainer, being overtaken by Four Thesis Research. And we're through the circle peg, down to the fork, taking the right fork. In the second place, we've got Six Sigma, just now making it to the circle strainer, really having trouble getting over those pegs. Four Thesis Research coming almost to a dead stop down at the X. Dick Record flying in to overtake Four Thesis Research. Now jockeying for position down to the second X. Nefertiti, no! Oh no! Dick Record, oh no! Dick Record getting punched up in the air. Losing all of their forward velocity. Getting a push from Four Thesis Research. I'm not sure if that's a legal move, but I think we'll have to allow it. Oh man, third place is Six Sigma with a colossal follow. Several second lead here by Dick Record. Four Thesis Research making up the gap. Dick Record nearly caught on the slope. Down into the final bowl. Four Thesis Research approaching the angry face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be a launch. Oh, and it's a high launch! And For Thesis Research gets a did not finish from being launched by the Angry Face out of the track. Dick Record now in the lead. Myself, D-Slayer, and Jod have all been eliminated by some unknown force. It is now Dick Record versus Six Sigma. And Six Sigma making it down into the drain. We did not see the launch. And it will appear that Six Sigma has finished. So we're going to follow Dick Record here. Yeetus deletus. We're going to follow Dick Record here as Dick Record attempts to finish the course. He is now circling the pillar, but refuses to get hit by it. All right. And it's good. Making it into the final spiral, Dick Record will be coming up with a second finish, the second marble to actually finish this race. And that concludes the first Kano marble race. Excellent handling there by newcomer Dick Record. Despite having joined late, he was quite successful. Overall standing, we have Kano in first after having miraculously won several races in a row when we weren't looking. Six Sigma following up with the second highest level of execution. And Jod coming in third. Thank you all so much for watching. It was good to have you all here. Thank you again to Great Bone Daddy for the resubscription. That's 32 months. He's a wonderful human being, the greatest supporter of the channel. And Sissy, again, thank you for the 100 bits. Six Sigma, thank you for the marble suggestion. It was you and one other person that I don't remember the name of right now. But I appreciate this. This was fun, and I will be really happy to finish off streams this way. I like doing the silly shoutcast commentary. I don't know why I devolved into that persona, but it really seemed to work. Neff, it was good to have you. I'm glad you showed up. I apologize. I wish I had known that you were coming in. I would have delayed the race by a couple of seconds just so we could have had you, but thanks for tuning in. And I will see you guys all next time. Y'all have a good night, all right?